Check, yeah. Well, yeah, you do, yeah. So if we just start, let's start out with just regular whip joint. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. We can do that, right?
We just did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rack whip.
Okay.
3 and 4. Tummy whip. 3 and 4.
Okay.
Those 3 are probably most common.
Okay. And those are all fives?
Rack whip is a 4,
Okay.
but the other 2 are 5s.
Okay.
Side whip.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Do that again. That was a side whip.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay. All right. Got that one. Surprise whip.
Surprise whip. Starts out, the first measure is the same. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Except I'm gonna turn you on this step, and then you're gonna go back to a chair, or no. I'm gonna go forward to a chair, you're gonna go back to a sit line like you would in a stop and go hockey stick.
Okay.
And from here on, it's a stop and go hockey stick.
Okay. Do it again.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do it again.
2.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Now, if I can remember how to do it on the dance pizza. Do it one more time.
Okay. I want to check real quick what whip turns are in phase 6, besides the rock whip, if there are any. Whip inside turn, whip outside turn, those aren't a problem at all. So, surprise whip again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
Rock whip.
Okay.
First measure is the same. 3 and 4.
Okay.
And low, I guess. And then we do a 4 count rocking pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up 2 and anchor. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. That was a regular whip. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Okay.
Now, we want to style it up a bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. As we do rock 1 and rock 3, I can push you away. 1, bring 2, away, in, back, 2, and anchor. And that's what they do a lot.
Okay, so it's just a little bit more.
A little more push-pull.
Yeah. Okay, do it.
1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Do it one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whip with inside turn. Whip with outside turn. Why those two are phase 6?
I don't know. So the other one should be a 6 and those should be 5s.
Exactly. I don't get how they decide on what goes in what phase.
Harder. It should be harder. The figures should be harder as you go
So,
up.
I mean, there are heads, I guess it is, but,
No. Okay.
so, you got all those whips?
I think so.
So let's run through them again.
Okay.
Regular whip turn. 2, 3, and wrapped whip. Tummy whip. side whip. Rock whip. 6, 7, 8. Surprise whip.
See, I screwed that one up. Do it again.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Then I have a leaf for free, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more time.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whip. And things like that. Whip. Whip out.
Okay.
Then another one that can be common in phase 6, it must be on phase because it's not in the book, but it's used, is a whip with hand change behind the back.
Okay. They did it.
Okay, dig it? Okay. So it's a 1, 2, 3, and change the hand as you take that step forward into me, if you can. And then from here, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, just do it slow.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5.
Can't find my hand, can you?
No.
Okay.
Where's your hand go?
Our bellies are too big, we can't get close enough around each other. Okay. If we were any bigger, we definitely couldn't do it. Okay.
We were sumo wrestlers.
I know, really. Okay.
1, 2. Start with half a whip. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
There's got to be an easier way to do that, because that's weird.
It is.
I mean, it's really hard to, there's,
So that's one we'll look at.
yeah, let's look at that one. Look at the teach for it.
This folder. 5 lessons. West Coast.
Let's look at a form of the whip called the whip with hand change behind the back. This is a very effective whip. Remember, men, whip is whip. You have a different lead, but you're going to do the same basic whip figure or action that you've always done. One of the things I must do on this figure is change hands behind her back, and it happens at the end of the first measure. My hand will go there behind her back early, but I won't get her hand there till the end of the measure. And there'll be one time where I'll show that up close with the camera to see. So full body shot, we're going to do just the action so you can see what it looks like, and we'll break it down. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's called a whip with a hand change behind the back. Now if we break it down, I've done my complete whip turn. One of the things I do here on this whip, 1, 2, is I'm going to bring my hand to Tammy's back, or I think of my arm. I don't want to join hands with her. And I do my paddle around triple as she does her hitch 2, 3. Now on that end of the triple, this is where I can comfortably take Tammy's hand and place it behind her back so that I can change. From this point on, I have a hand change. Now, because of my rotation, she's in my right arm, it's going to cause Tammy to take a back step. Even though she's going to try to go forward, by the time that foot lands, she'll be backing up to start a right face turn. Total turn for her is going to be 1.5. She's going to go back, forward, I'll then change hands and we'll anchor together. And that's a whip with hand change behind the back. So men, watch it one more time. You're going to see my hand go to her back, but I'm not going to be going for a frame, truthfully. I have 1, 2, just behind her back, there's the change. And I'll show that for the camera up close in a second. And now whip, turn, she spins off, right face. She could actually put an extra spin ending in there, but it'd have to be cued. Another different look here. Whip with hand change behind the back is the standard cue. I'm doing my basic whip. I'm going to put my hand behind her back early, but I won't change it until the end of the measure. 1, put the hand there, triple, change it. Now, 1, 2, change hands again. to anchor. So one time so the camera can see this, my back to the camera, so at the time of the hand change, you'll see this closely. We'll do 1, 2, triple 2 change, that's beat 4 at the end of the measure. Now hang on to that right hand. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once at speed, and if you listen to the numbers, I will take Tammy's hand and change it on 4, but you'll see my right hand there ready to catch it on 2. So listen to the numbers. My hand will be there on 2, Tammy's will be there on 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we call that a whip with hand change behind the back. One more.
You got it?
Do you have it?
I got it.
More important that you have it. Okay. So,
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
funny how that works. Okay,
How it works?
well, we got our hands behind the back that time.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
Still a little soft.
It's sloppy, but we'll get there.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Do it again, it's getting better. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
That was better.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
One more time.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
I think we got it.
One more time.
Better, better.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You got a little.
I know,
Power on
I
your
know,
roll.
I did.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That was pretty good. Now,
Yeah, I need to, the other thing is, I need to watch her footwork, even on her anchor steps. Because I think she just,
you just kind of rock back and forth in
Yeah.
place, and the hips is what's doing all the.
yeah, I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she's not really moving her feet. I mean, she's not really picking her feet up. It's just
No.
more of a rock. Okay.
So if we do just sugar crush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you should end with that lead foot. pointing
Yeah, with the
forward.
lead foot
Lead foot.
or trailing foot?
Lead foot.
Really?
Lead foot.
Okay.
Going forward.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So that was pretty amazing. A little teach on that went a long way, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did they do a teach on the phase 4 figures?
But I don't think we really need it, do we?
No, other than I want to see exactly what she does with it on the sugar bush.
Before we start some figures in West Coast Swing, I want to talk about the positioning and just our open facing position. It's very different than our East Coast jive. And I'm going to turn around so you can see this position better. We're never going to face each other squarely in West Coast Swing. Our left open facing position, we have the lead hands joined. And now I'd like to move a little bit closer to Tammy, and then I would step back with my trailing foot, my right and Tammy's left. I would step back and side. And you can see this kind of an open V position to my partner. This is our West Coast position. This is how we're going to end 90% of the figures. Our feet are going to be apart, my lead foot's going to be pointed towards Tammy, and I'm not going to be facing her squarely, but at a 45-degree angle. And this is what you're shooting for in West Coast Swing. So right off the bat, we need to talk about this position, because as we do some figures, this is how you're going to see us end constantly. Now men, and we're going to talk about the sugar family to start off with, the sugar push. There's a lot of, we're going to break this down into sugar foot, is when back, just a foot back on the curve, rip, backward, step, and push. Very different from the man. She's a little busier as usual. She's going to be walking 2 steps to come to me. And again, I'm backing up 1, and then I'm going to take my instep to my heel. Tammy will actually come in 2 steps. One of the visual signs that she's going to see from me is I'm going to put up a stop sign. I'm going to take the palm of my hand and show her I want her to stop, sugar push. Her goal will be to come to me and make a connection with that hand. So we have 1, 2. At the end of 2, we make this connection. Now I'm going to do a point to block Tammy from doing anything else. It doesn't allow her to come in like we're going to do later in the tuck action. And what Tammy can do instead is she'll tap behind. It's just a touch. While I'm pointing, she taps behind. Here comes the actual sugar push. I'm going to lead Tammy and take a strong step back as I recover, and through this hand, I'll push her back, and we'll both anchor for our last triple. So we're both counting 1, 2, 3, 4, triple 2, 3. But on 3, it's just a touch action. I point, Tammy taps behind. There's no weight change. So we have step, step. Here's the point, and lady tap. That's a touch. Here's a step, and here's our anchor in place. We should end up just like we started in our West Coast Swing position. So Tammy has 2 forward steps looking for my signal of a stop sign. I'm going to turn around just so you can see the sugar push. 1, 2 at speed, 3, 4, and a triple 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, triple 2, 3. That would be our basic sugar push. And we're going to turn around and we're going to get one close-up shot from the knees down so you can see the man's and ladies' footwork isolated. I'm going to count the timing as we do this slowly. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One more time. We're going to do sugar push, nice and slow. I'm going to go back and put my feet together, instep to heel. 1, 2, I point, she taps. Lead her back, triple 2, 3 is my anchor. Now, full body shot, we're going to do one more. There's an option the lady can do. And there's lots of options to West Coast Swing. We're giving you the Buddy Swimmer version of West Coast Swing, where we're not doing that coaster step anymore, where the man would do a sailor shuffle and the lady would do a back hitch 3. That's kind of, we don't use that style at all. That's very old. And we're using what we call the anchor. It's kind of fun to dance, and that's that triple in place where we're using our knees and our hips to dance that anchor. But one of the ways that Tammy can put a triple in instead of just a tap, and that would be for her 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 and 2, where she's constantly stepping. Men, you would still do your point. But this is a nice little option if the lady wants to. She can do 1, 2, behind triple, and anchor triple. So she's actually doing a little step, step, step to make her timing be 1, 2, triple 2, 3, triple 2, 3. And that's totally up to the ladies if she wants to dance that. Again, she would be doing 1, 2, and then when she crosses behind, she's actually going to do a change weight, recover, and then step back so that it becomes a triple 2, 3, triple 2, 3. It's a nice little option, but again, it's not the standard. That would be a nice little flair to add.
Let's just practice that whisper. Okay, so that's one thing is got to, is this positioning,
Right.
which we were never taught
Right,
till this moment.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
One more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You
Okay.
can get it a little bit closer on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Remember Debbie's old analogy. You should be close enough to give your sugar some sugar.
Some sugar, some sugar. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. All right.
Of course, we can ignore it. It's not going to. Yeah.
That would be awkward.
That would be awkward. That would be awkward. What else is in here that we don't know? They do have a teach for the traveling side pass. Let's see, wrapped whip, whip with hand change, whip inside turn, underarm turn, tummy whip, tsunami, triple travel,
Yeah, we worked on that tsunami one time.
inside pass, surprise whip, rock whip, right side pass, sugar push, tucks, left side pass, left circle pass, inside whip, face loop, sugar push, cheerleader, and cheek to cheek and sugar bump.
Well, it sounds like we do know most of those.
Most of the figures.
The tsunami, we don't know. The cheerleader, we don't know. The circular something or other.
Left circle pass,
Left circle.
which
pass.
is an unfazed figure, but you know, it's in a couple of dances. Nothing that Debbie would do, I don't think, but. So, I just want to make sure we have our tracking side.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, no, we don't.
But you know what it is then.
No, well, sort of.
1, 2, twirl, 2, 3, vine, 2, 3.
We worked on this just last time.
Earlier today too.
We did?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well,
1, 2,
short-term. memory.
triple 2,
First thing
3,
to go.
triple 2, 3. And
One more
sometimes
time.
it's a point. 1, 2, triple 2, 3, triple 2, 3.
One more time. It just feels awkward. I don't
It is
know.
very
Do
bizarre.
it really slow so I can figure out where it feels awkward, see if we can fix it.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Is that on the last triple?
No, it's the turn.
The twirl?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm too far away from you. I don't know if I have to, need to feel like I'm actually turning off your body, or if I, if I'm too far away, that's where.
And 1, 2, triple 2, 3, triple 2, 3.
Do it at speed, let's see what happens.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can do it again from right here.
Okay,
1, 2, triple 2, 3, triple 2, 3. Point. Right side
I
pass.
think we've got it, we can do it better at speed than we can slow. It's one of those.
And
Okay.
then the cheerleader is, we could have hamstring, but no, we usually don't.
That's the one with the,
No, that's sugar wrap knee lift.
oh,
Cheerleader is gonna be lead foot free, cross, side, heel. Recover to the toe, right where your heel was. So you kind of slip back, recover toe, cross, side, heel. Recover, side, cross, side. It's
I gotta get the whole
cross,
thing.
side, heel, cross, side, heel, and cross, side, heel. And side, heel,
Heel.
cross,
I'm not getting it.
so cross with your knee foot. And cross, side, heel.
Oh, why is this so hard?
Cheerleader.
Side heel. Cross.
Whoa, be careful there, Nellie, you ejected your flash drive. No, I didn't. Cross, side, heel, and cross, side, heel, and cross, side, heel.
Is there a teach? If I watch you do it, I think I just about had it, but.
We'd like to take a look at a figure called the cheerleader. It's a West Coast figure. We're going to do it from two different positions, and this way here you'll get a great look at this figure. We're going to be facing the camera side by side as if we were facing line of dance. So line of dance is the camera. We're both going to have a left foot free, so I'm going to ask Tammy to do my cheerleader to start this. Let's not talk about any arms, let's just talk about the feet and the timing. So if we just do footwork first, we're going to do a cross in front action and then a side, and then with my left heel, I'll stick it out and do a heel, which is a touch action. So we're going to do a cross side heel. Now we're going to recover, but when we recover, we don't really want to go into this kind of an action with the heel lead. I don't want to say we want to pull the foot back because it's very slight, but I do want to change it to a ball. So from the heel, the foot will slide a little bit back. It'll appear that way because I want to hit the ball of the foot where my heel is now. And what we're going to do is a ball cross side heel. Ball cross side heel. In the same action, I'm going to let the ball of the foot go where the heel is now so that I recover without a heel lead. I'm going to do another ball cross side heel. And now to get out of this, a common exit would be just to do a side close. Side close. And we're back here where we started and the left foot free for both. Now, doing that same action side by side, but with timing, how does this count out? Because there is syncopation to this to make it work. Normally, there's a piece of music that it'll fit this figure. It's kind of fun to do. So we have cross side heel to start, which will count out as 1, 2. Now, when we do the recover cross side heel, the next time it has to be a 3, a 4. So there's this little syncopation here. We're going to do a 3, a 4. And now repeating that, we're going to do a 1, a 2 as we do the next recover cross side heel. A 1, a 2, and then the side close will be 3, 4. We're going to show you another possible position you can do this cheerleader from, and that is a facing position. And this is common. Ladies, Tammy's going to have her back to the camera. And this time, ladies, you're going to have to use your lead foot. So she has her right foot free, doing that same footwork. And we're going to show this in both positions at speed in a moment. But let's go over the footwork. We're going to do a cross side heel, starting with the lead foot. That's going to be 1, a 2. And then we're going to do recover cross side heel. A 3, a 4. We're going to repeat that action, recover cross side heel. A 1, a 2. And then the side close. 3, 4. There's other possible exits, but that...
Got it?
No. A little bit better. Okay.
Cross side heel and cross side heel and cross side heel, side close.
I just want to get this part. I can get the... Got that part. That part I can do. Okay, so we're,
No hamstring.
okay, which way do we go? That way?
That.
Okay.
And 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where's the word for?
1, 2, 3, 4. Again, cheerleader. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
How about that?
And then the styling
Okay.
that's optional is you do the first part, cross side heel, cross side heel. And this is supposed to look like a cheerleader.
Oh, okay.
That's their, I guess this is supposed to be the pom-pom, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
it's cross side heel, and cross side heel, and cross side heel. And there's your balance.
Yeah. Tree in the forest.
Cheerleader with a tree in the forest.
Okay.
Again.
Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, then.
And they say that's a phase 6.
Well, I can see that. I mean, I can
That's
see
kind of
that.
all the syncopation.
It's the, yeah, it's getting the feet together and, yeah.
Again. 1 and 2 and
Whoops, I didn't start right.
cross, side heel, cross, side heel, cross, side heel, side.
Oh, I wanted to keep doing it. Okay.
It said,
Do it one more time.
okay. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4.
Okay.
I guess we could do it a little closer together.
Yeah, but, okay. All right, you want to do it one time? Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4.
Okay.
I think,
Because we've gotten into a bad habit of facing each other. So we'll
well,
have to
on
work
this
on that.
particular figure, we kind
But
of.
still, at the end, we should go
Right.
back to the,
Yeah, alternating on, oh, that's phase 5. I'm gonna look at phase 6 and make sure that's it. Cheerleader, we just did, rock whip, sugar push hook turn, man's hook turn on that, traveling side pass, whip inside, whip outside.
that's all of them?
In phase 6, yeah. There's 6 phase
Except
6
for-
figures.
Except for all of the
Unfazed.
non-phase, yeah.
Yeah. So if we do a sugar push
Okay.
with a man's hook turn on the last triple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right side pass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
See, I'm not getting that sugar push down. I mean, the finger step still. I just need to practice it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Now, sugar push hook turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it's, for me, it's a memory, it's all about remembering which way I need to turn on that
Yeah.
hook turn.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right side pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
But I'm in the habit of doing the sugar push like this.
2, 3, 4. With the hitch.
With the hit, which is what he was talking about. So I don't know where I got that. but
I don't know,
that's
Debbie
not the
didn't
way
teach coaster.
he-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I gotta break that habit.
We could have done it with a coaster, which is what,
It's still, I mean, it's still not, it's not wrong, it's just not the way they do it
No.
anymore. Let's see. That's true.
yeah, the anchor is better in the sugar push in my opinion. Because trying, for me, if I was to do a coaster, for me, the coaster is a sailor shuffle, and that just doesn't feel right at all.
It's not
1,
good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For you, it's a back hitch, for me, it's a sailor shuffle, if we're doing a coaster.
Oh, I
A
see.
coaster is a hitch for the ladies, a sailor shuffle for the man.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, anyway, I'll try to break it.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And that's all our phased.
Yeah, I know, but then, but the unfazed stuff isn't in there,
Right.
so. Okay, are we done?
Well, let's